Hello and welcome to my first Let's Play of Civilization Beyond Earth. I almost said Civilization 988 because my channel name is Maxim988. You can probably see. Let's stop mumbling. So I have the sound off because Cool18 seems to do that, and he says that he's had problems with copyright stuff, and I'm a much smaller channel than he is, so it seemed like a good idea. Plus, I'm a college student. I couldn't have the time to get any more complicated. Let's see. So I'm just gonna get started now. I was kind of gonna ramble on about specs, but it's not really necessary, I think, with this game. It's a cool thing about these turn-based strategy games is, well, the frame rate isn't having a higher frame rate's nice. It's not as critical as it is with like some sort of real-time game. I mean, I still prefer 60 FPS because that's the refresh rate of my monitor, or higher. But I don't need it for this type of thing. It just makes it more pleasant. Anyway, I'm just going to do Mercury difficulty because, well, this is only the second time I played it. I only played for like 2 hours. It was a little less. I spent a while getting OBS to record. Game pace, standard. Map size, standard. And then I kind of test playthrough. I'm doing the... Oh, I should take a look at the time. Alright. I may make this video a little longer than I'm aiming for like 30-minute videos. So I did the Pan-Asian Cooperative. Seemed okay. Cities and outposts. And once you get Marines, as far as I can tell, the aliens are pretty easy. I wasn't trying to attack them. I was just trying to get a excavation set up. But anyway, hopefully the background noise isn't too bad. I had to turn off the window unit. Pretty chilly outside, but I swear it gets stuffy in here. Could be in my computer. I mean, it does put out a decent amount of heat. Anyway. And this is a college dorm, so you're going to hear doors opening and closing. Hopefully my roommate doesn't come in. I saw him leaving, and I asked if he was going to be away for a while, and he said yes. Anyway. You want to be them? Actually, are there any... I was having problems with health, because I swear there aren't as many buildings. I don't know if you can upgrade the buildings like you can units. This is different. I've tried Alpha Centauri, but I was a little confused about how the all upgrading thing worked. So, and I know this isn't supposed to be Alpha Centauri. At least that's what Praxis says. Let's see. I was a little worried that my preload had gotten corrupted because it was only like 2.6 gig, but apparently not. I don't know what was up with that. So I'm not going to do this one because I'm already doing it. You know, I'm an American, so America. I'm not actually like that in real life. I think I'm going to do aristocrats. This one's pain because the health, you know, is happiness in the older games. The energy would be nice. But, you know, let's be a little different. Let's do artists. Different from what I normally would do. Geez, that's a big rocket. I wonder if somebody's already computed like the scale of that and compared it to like a Saturn V. See, I did retrograde thrusters. That would be kind of handy. But since we're not starting with the increase, let's go with the fusion reactor. Speaking of fusion, you guys heard that Lockheed Martin says they... I know, it's kind of the thing that all these companies have been saying for decades. But Lockheed Martin says they'll have fusion reactors in a decade. And the reason that they can do it, supposedly, is that they're building theirs a lot smaller. They figure out how to make them smaller. It's all theory, I think, at this point. But so they're a lot quicker and easier to build. Okay, pioneering technology. First, the first game, my impression was that the expansion kind of happens slower. Um, Clinic. Is +1 science, +1 health? I think. Let's go with that. I'm sorry I can't have music. Maybe I can just have it a little in the background. I'm not sure. I'll have to play with that. So this is kind of different how they present this. It's like, um, just different planets. And then I'm not sure how many of these actually exist. And then they're like these, Eta Eridani. No, Eta Eridani. Thinking, Star Trek Online, there's a sector block. Tau Ceti, turn. I'm just gonna go with Terran. I wish that they had these voice acted. Didn't they have the leader intros voice acted in 5? Then again, they had Leonard Nimoy in 4. Maybe they could have gotten Quinto to do this one. That would have been cool. He's the new Spock in the action Star Trek series. I'm gonna call it because there's not really that mystery or the thinking part really. At least in my mind, of those movies, they were good. They're just not traditional Star Trek in my head.
Select a suitable location for our people to make plans.
Yeah. I should probably turn that off. Let me know what you think. Now, if you don't know, if you do retrograde thrusters, it's a lot bigger. So I'm already got bonus, so that I'm not going to push. Here, 1, 2, 3 to the flux stone. Got this right there. Fiber. Everybody needs some fiber. Canyon. Here. So I don't think I've actually got the yield icons turned on. I think it automatically does this when you're landing. That's kind of nice. That's a good spot, but I want to improve that. I don't think I can improve it if I got the city on it. Let's just go here. The weird thing is that you have to let's quit. I tested the noise or the balance earlier, so the recording I think is balanced, but the sound from the game is a little too loud for me. I'll have to see if I can figure that out. All right. Oh, there's miasma that way, so why don't you arc? The name of the elite clone commandos in the Star Wars universe. Oh crap. Where's the resource pod? Is that it? Yeah. There's aliens. The manticores. So hopefully the sound levels are okay. Wow. No UI mods yet. Okay. I don't think I need a soldier yet. This is pretty good. We could become a culture powerhouse because we've already got the 2 or 3 from artists.
The tech whip.
Yeah. Okay. Now this is pretty cool. I think in my mind anyway that this would be a lot easier to add more technologies to with expansion packs, because you don't have to, when you add one, you don't have to redo the entire tree. That would be kind of cool. This whole thing, I think it makes it more freeform. I do think that this web does make the technology seem smaller. But if you look, the outer ones, these alien materials, this is the only ones in this ring, but they're 3,200 science. Another interesting thing, I don't know if you knew, but you actually have to research pioneering to build other outposts which grow into cities. So we have habitation. If you're having health problems, go for genetics. You get a couple of different buildings that help with that. Engineering. Miasmic repulsor, vivarium. Okay. Sorry, I am just... That's not necessary. I think I'm gonna go... Oh. Decisions. And the interesting thing is you don't have to do these two, I think they call them leaves or something, in order. Planetary, I didn't build on an ocean, so that can wait a little bit. Not gonna have... Definitely a little harder to figure out what you're gonna do. At least, maybe it's just because I don't really know the tree. Hey, victories updated. I haven't done anything yet.
Pardon me, I may be able to assist you.
Oh, shut up. Yep. Next turn. What's the Manticore going to do?
Resource.
Shut up again.
You have a new quest.
Right. Oh, good. I got something on my computer that lets me, it shows me text, and I was a little worried it would capture the actual text. Would be a little weird. Because right now, I don't have any editing software, and I don't think Movie Maker works with the codec I'm using. I don't think it handles H.264. So, what did I get? I got, energy. Quest logs. Okay, so I need to find another resource pod. Can you go anywhere? Nope. Next turn. And then I don't know if you can... Let's move over here. If we zoom in, there's a bit of a blur here. And I was looking at my test recordings. It made it look, I thought, a little lower quality, but that's actually how it looks in-game. It's kind of got a focus in the center, and it's got like a... I didn't see anything in the settings to turn that off. Alright, next turn. Oh yeah, and the other civilizations don't arrive in order, which is kind of interesting.
The temple doors of the Protectorate are open.
Thanks. Okay, I'm gonna actually see if I can turn off those messages. It might be more entertaining if... Well, let's just do experienced player. Let's see how bad that is. I'll probably still stumble a little bit. Ooh, copper. Since opening our clinic, the populace... I'm not going to insult your intelligence and read this out loud, because I can't do funny or cool voices to save my bacon. Definitely +1 health. So you don't have, like, you know, buildings like a Colosseum or anything to... or any of the other, like, things which increase happiness. I mean... So... yeah. Also, I could use some, like, channel artwork and stuff, so if any artists are watching, feel free to contribute. At the moment I can't really afford to, you know, any sort of reward, but maybe later. We'll see. No promises. Oh crap. First of all, stay away from their nest. If you go near their nest, they will attack. You know, some people say that this is too much like Civ 5. I mean, it's different. I think it's a little close to the line between just expansion and new game, but I think it's on the side of new game. Yeah. I was a little disappointed to see that this is delayed coming out on Linux and Mac OS 10. I'm not actually running Linux or have Linux installed at the moment, besides in a virtual machine. But, you know, I was kind of expecting it to be available on launch, because wasn't Borderlands the pre-sequel available on Linux at launch and Mac? Could be wrong. Okay, so export that. Ooh, gurgling noises. Don't end your turn in the pretty gas clouds. Ooh, virtues. Those are like the same thing as, I'm not sure what they were called. Policies? Maybe? In 5. But you actually get bonuses if you complete like a row or you complete like a box, I think. So, plus 10% science when healthy. No, it doesn't look like I'm going to be fighting much. Production towards buildings. I think I'm going to go towards the science first. Because look, I'm healthy, so that only gets me 0.5 though, so maybe I could have pulled off. Okay. So yeah, if you're enjoying this or have some suggestions that aren't like get off the internet, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Be nice to each other, yada yada yada. But feedback would be really nice. I haven't made a video in a long time, and even then they were crappy. Quest updated. We remember. Okay, so they want us to found an outpost. A little early, I think. A relic is provoked. Oh yeah. Try this one. First, I have to choose production. Workers, probably a good idea. Probably towards ecology. Alright. I don't like this because they bored out the money. Up here? Or the energy? I can't. Well, this is what I did last time. I think it's easier to make money than it is culture, so. Yeah. Ooh, another resource pod. The demos, they always seem to be getting, that they would show, they always seem to be getting, satellites from these, but I haven't gotten one yet. I've only opened like 3 or 4 though, so it's not totally surprising. Oh, 19 science. Gave it a couple of turns off. Yeah, it actually shows you where the others, I want to say civilizations, but I don't think that's the official term. Not collective, that's the Borg. Resistance is futile. We have a Borg Cube Christmas ornament at home. 2 of them actually. One of them, I plug it into like a Christmas light socket, and it would play like a sound. You know, we are the Borg. Something, happy holidays. Resistance is futile, or something like that. Very cool. Okay, Central has grown. Wow. Creative name. I guess it's not named after some. Well, let's just say the Kardashians. Not that they're the worst people in the world, but I don't think it's something you should be naming your first colony on another planet after. Alright. Expeditions were in the other one, but they weren't available from the beginning. You had to go quite a ways. I don't know if it was quite mid-game? Mid to late game, maybe? That showed up. This food. I think I'm gonna go with labor logistics. See, 4 more industry virtues, so that's in this blue box. Until the next synergy bonus. Plus 10% energy production in every city. Or tier 1 virtues, which is just this row here. That's kind of cool. So you actually get bonuses for kind of spreading yourself out, or just focusing on one tier. Pretty cool. I swear I heard a gunshot in the background, like at the game, not...
Your explorer has noticed something strange.
Alright, I'm turning the advisor all the way off. The unit needs orders. Is that a hill? Gold! See, I told you. Ooh. Damn, miasma. Fungus. There's a fungus among us. And who's gonna be?
泛亚合作，光宗耀祖。
Okay, please don't yell at me if I screw this up. I'm terrible with names. Gao Ming Sauchua? Sauchua? I don't know. I just call her Diaz. I don't know. Maybe that's... I don't know, it's so hard now. I think everybody's too easy to upset these days. That's not a topic for this video, so goodbye. You didn't need orders. Alright. You don't take damage if you go through the miasma, but if you end your turn in it, you do. Oh, I discovered ecology. I got 2 turns.
Sputnik, Sławiańska Federacja pozdrawiaje Tybia.
Niet? Pretty sure that's no in Russian. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to skip the quote. Okay, so here's the thing, right? How long is this expedition going to take? Well, the longest I've seen is 8 turns. So, 1 turn before he does he or she does the expedition. That'll be bring him down to 90, and then 8 turns. I think he'll. Oh, and another resource pod. And another. Oh, a crashed satellite. Boy. Unfortunately, you have to run. Your explorer has to run back to your city to get a refill. Plus, maybe you can get one from a resource pod. The expedition modules down here. So we got ecology. Oops. Oh yeah, I discovered that accidentally before. You right-click, it takes you straight to the Civwipedia. I don't remember that in Civ 5. I don't think we're gonna have to worry about this for a while. Xenofuel plant, and no, that's too good to the environment for us Americans. So we're gonna go with engineering. You know, there's this book I read. You know, I like to reread it occasionally. I'm one of those people who reread the same book over and over again. And it was about, like, you know, the space program and stuff. And it's just, you know, a lot of the people who developed those rockets for NASA worked on the V2 rockets for the Nazis. Like, von Braun. I think he got taken advantage of. He just wanted to travel in space. And then, you know, he nearly got busted by the SS at a party when he was talking about going to Mars, supposedly. Anyway, you know, I was looking at this because I was talking about launch complex. The amount of work that the Americans did, you know, preparing all the tracking stations and all this crap, was just like, I'm amazed at them because they were just launching from steel platforms, I believe, that they placed on the ground that had been hardened by, like, liquid nitrogen or liquid oxygen. That was it. On the other hand, you know, it was a one-use vehicle too. Technically, the rockets were too. But yeah. So that's just kind of funny. Yeah. So next turn. You know, let me know if you guys appreciate all these little side deals. Not sure diatribe's the word, but or if you'd rather me just kind of focus on the game more. Okay, 5 turns. It'll be fine. Or she. So, that's actually an interesting question I've kind of been wondering about. Like, I don't know, is it just biological that people, you know, any person they don't actually know the identity of, they assume it's their gender? Because when I don't know, I just say he. Do women say she just when they don't know, or is it just... I don't know. It's kind of an interesting thought. Not that it matters. I'm trying to say that even though I say he first and I kind of add she on, I'm not doing it out of malice. Sorry, I was up to like 3 doing a test game, so I'm a little out of it. They develop a virtue. Plus 5 energy. How are we doing on energy? I think we're okay. Basic resources, we're not even using those yet. Oh, that's interesting. Frugality. That's us Americans. And then we spend way too much money on cell phones and cell phone plan. Skimp on food, splurge on cell phones. Sorry if I'm flying around the screen too much. Does he take advantage of the miasma? I'm not really worried because I'm going to have to run back anyway to get a new research module. What am I building again? I can't remember. A worker. Yeah, that's probably good. What are we doing on food? Okay. I'm not the greatest fan of this. The new view. But, I mean, I always modded the other games anyway, the UI, so... Wait, what? Athos in an expedition? Huh. Interesting. What did it say? Would it have been transferred? Hang on.
Venez, mettez-vous à l'aise. Franco-Iberia vous accueille chaleureusement.
Oui, oui. Sorry, that's like the only French I know. What was I saying? Shouldn't it be linked to the Explorer because they were the one? So what happens if the Explorer dies? Does the bug thing go rogue? It should. Ooh, some extra science. And culture. Handy. I like the movement speed. Do I want a paddock? What are those things? Chitin, chitin. I think I'm gonna put a plantation. Okay. I already found the ocean. Oh, never mind, found the ocean a while ago. Silly me. Alright, miasmic repulsor. Oh, that's an orbital unit. Don't really need. Don't need the vivarium either. I think I'm actually gonna make it soldier.
एक और एक 11 होते हैं.
Sure. Can I see the fine print first? I like how the sound just cut out right after I said that. Oh yeah, when do I get... What's this issue? Fort? Okay. Let's go with that. Now, last time they were up to some stuff. I'm not going to say exactly what it was. So you need to move along home. That was a weird episode of Deep Space Nine. Oh, is that a nest? Hell. Oh. I don't want to lose that thing. That is so cool.
1 और 1 11 होते हैं.
Okay. Now, first time I saw this, it confuses me. This is everything they have, and this is this. Yeah, this is this. Real clever. This is the actual trade. I kind of liked Civ 5's layout better, but maybe that was the stock. It's been so long since I've played with the stock UI. Open borders. Sure, you're on like the other side of the. Oh. That. Is why you don't go near enemy nests. Or alien nests. I mean, I guess. So you are heading in. Hope of virtue. That one's, I think, is kind of cool.
Instruct the children not to dream of toys or sweets. Instruct them to dream of infrastructure.
Right, like any child's actually gonna listen to that. Okay, research. My handy. Don't need that. Don't need that. Bruce, that. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember if you have to. Oh, but if I want to trade, I need pioneering. So we're gonna go for pioneering, even though I don't plan on building another city for a couple more turns. And I think we're gonna wrap up in like 10 minutes, maybe a little less. This would be kind of a cool spot, but I got that alien nest I gotta wipe out. That would be annoying. Well, not so bad over here though. Actually, no, that's pretty good. Like, there. Maybe just pull up the yield stuff real quick. Or over here, it's not too bad. That's better, but I like that because it's a little closer. Oh, something to think about. Oh. I wish it would tell you how long it took to heal. And those can't fortify until healed. That's annoying. Can I do anything with that yet? Let's take a look. Oh, that is cool. Okay, expedition already. Was it like I saw down? I'm gonna move them up here. Can this thing go over water? Ooh. Okay, I need terraforming. Where's that on the tree? I want to say it's over there. Yeah, we're not really making this science for that yet. Huh. Production for land units. I don't know if a fence is going to be a problem. So, I had a quest, a cool quest. Huh. Trader specialist slots? Didn't even realize we're running a little low on energy. Let's go with that. Resource plant discovered where? Awesome, what did we get? Solar collector. Oh crap. I just see what I thought I saw? Ooh. That doesn't bode well. Look, see? The rocket? Ready to launch? How much energy is this thing making? 7, and it was plus 10 or 20%? Okay, so it's at least 1 extra energy. Sure, how long does it last? I don't think it really said. Wow, the G-force on that launch. Yeah, so if you go into this view, you can see that. Are those solar panels or radiators? I don't see any radiators on it. Geez, you need to work on your realism, Praxis. A little worried about this Explorer. So... Okay, how big is Central? Yeah, I think that's helping a lot with the solar. You know what? If you can go on the water, why don't I send you out this way? Okay, you get these orders. Alright, I think it's okay. I'm just gonna keep him there for the moment. On land. Ooh, we could clear this area out. That would be a great city. I need at least a couple Marines for that, it seems like. Which, the Marines are the upgrades for the soldiers, I think?
El pueblo unido de Sudamérica le da la bienvenida.
United people of South America bid you welcome, unless you happen to be Top Gear.
The
Well, actually, no, they were welcome at first, and then they were kind of chased out of the country. So, never mind. Choose research. Okay. Terraforming might be good, but what does floats don't even do? I just hit F1. Sorry about the volume of my keyboard. It's a mechanical one, so it's noisy. This particular a building material. Something about maglev transport. I thought it would tell me what it was used in, like, you know, specify stuff, but I didn't see anything. Wait. The mass digester? What is that? I could go for terraforming. I just don't feel like I'm making enough. Go for computing. Because you're watching this on YouTube, so you use computers. Alright, I think one more turn. Oh boy. Not that. Kind of a running joke with Civ that it's addicting, and everybody's just like, just one more turn. After this turn. Freeland.
Come, Miss Ahaban. The Commonwealth welcomes you.
Australia. That doesn't sound Australian to me. Huh. Maybe they just got a ton of people doing bad Australian accents, so they decide to some sort of aggressive therapy to get rid of the accent and change it. Wow, that guy's pretty good. Wait, was there my miasma there the whole time? Alright, you head back to Central. I think after this is done, I'll build a... Oh, shoot. Trying not to cuss. $80 production? Jeez. Where is this station? What's decision? It's weird because I would think that Harmony Purity I didn't think would like that. Huh. Wait, what? 38 turns? Okay, I'm gonna go for that if I want to be expanding. I'm not sure why traders, not traitors, worked at the thorium reactor. Seems a little weird to me. Hang on, I'm just making sure. Where's it? No. Okay. My roommate's gonna be back in a little bit, so I'm gonna wrap this video up, and then maybe I'll do some more tonight. But oh, I could purchase. Yeah, let's make a colonist. Unit needs orders. Where are you gonna go? Oh, wait. I'm gonna have that bug drone thing circled the world. Please tell me I didn't move right next to an alien nest. It's hard to tell with this, like, creep-looking stuff. Alright, I think that's wrapping it up for this recording. I know it was a little longer than the ones I'm going to try and do. I hope I was entertaining enough. Until next time, it's Maximum 988. Bye. Oops.